With Kirk Cousins lighting up the Niners defense in front of Kyle Shanahan, who Shanahan has spoke so fondly of. And we know that Kirk Cousins could be available in the offseason. Listen, man, Brock Purdy's been a great story. And I still believe he's the best quarterback on this football team.
I do too.
But again, I'm looking at Shannon Sharp on my screen. And I keep going back to what Shannon Sharp said before the season. Patience and the Shanahans do not go together. They're not patient. And so I say that to say, you guys thought I was losing my mind on Friday bringing this up. But how many of these games can Brock Purdy afford?
I don't know.
You throw 2 picks in the fourth quarter against Cincinnati. You come back against the Jacksonville Jaguars and play a subpar game.
I don't think
his job ain't guaranteed.
I don't. If he throws another couple picks against Cincinnati, I think there's a long conversation bye week. Like, what does it look like? I thought he was really good, though, in terms of he was under duress for the majority of the game, and he had a couple of really nice scrambles.
I thought I was trying to build controversy.
Jimmy would have been sacked 7 times, 8 times.
Yes, listen, y'all thought I was trying to build controversy or try to build drama. I'm not about that. I don't like narrative radio.
Real.
I don't like narrative radio. I don't like drama. I just like to call it like it is. We've seen the Shanahans now. This is his 7th year in San Francisco, coaching this team. What if one thing we learned about Shanahan? He's not patient with quarterbacks. So don't let Purdy struggle like this in the fourth quarter the next 2 weeks against big boy team. These are Super Bowl contenders on decks, folks. Well, the Cincinnati Bengals and Jacksonville Jaguars are playing for a Lombardi, too.
He has thrown the ball down the field better than Jimmy. The only area where, and again, you're not going to make a lot of these passes, beyond the numbers in those 2-minute drill situations where you have to get 15, 20 yards and get out of bounds, it's just really tough.
Dude,
he struggles on those ones.
That was the perfect storm. Kirk Cousins dicing up the Niners. I can't believe Kirk Cousins threw for 378 yards, 35 to 45. We got lit up by Kirk Cousins, primetime Kirk, who was 2-10 on Monday Night Football. So you get lit up by Kirk Cousins. Your quarterback throws 2 picks in money time. That's right, money time, 2 interceptions. And do you think Shanahan's going to be patient?
Well, Kirk Cousins was audibly at the line, recognizing pre-snap what they were going to do, post-snap, identifying the blitz beater, throwing different throws, on the move, accuracy. I mean, heck, the guy Osborne should have caught that ball on 3rd down, that perfectly thrown lob pass fade. Yeah. He had one bad pass. Even the interception, I thought the wide receiver should have made that play. Right. The one bad pass was in the red zone in the second quarter when he missed a wide open Addison. He threw it wide. Madison should have sat down on one of them. I thought Kirk was masterful.
Yeah, he was.
And it pains me to say that.
Oh, it pains me to watch that.
Incredible.
That was painful to watch.
He looked incredible. You know what
my dad said? That was painful to watch.
My dad texts me, he goes, hey, if that's the Kirk Cousins that Shanahan's been fawning over, I get it. Wow. If that's the guy that he's talking about, I get it now. Now
Kirk Cousins rumors are not dying anytime soon. The Niners defense had a chance to shut down the Kirk Cousins rumors forever. We could have been done with it. But the complete opposite happened. He threw for 378, 35 to 45. The pass rush was not there. He was, what was he on 3rd down? I got him down on 3rd down. Maybe this is wrong. I got him down 9 to 12 for 183 and 8 first downs on 3rd down alone.
On passes over 10 yards, at one point he was 8 of 8 for 180 yards.
Wow.
And 2 touchdowns. Bonte, how about on the play where he threw the touchdown pass to Addison deep, Bosa just gets completely stood up by a tight end.
Bosa's MIA. $120 million guaranteed?
Hey, here's the other thing.
$120 million guaranteed?
Here's the other thing on Kirk Cousins.
Ooh-wee. As Tyler Miller said on YouTube, ooh-wee.
Have you seen the language on his contract? So his contract runs out to this year. The date it runs out, it basically disables the franchise tag. Florio was all over this. He wrote an article. So no matter what, the Vikings cannot franchise tag him, not because it's written into the contract, because of the date that it ends. It goes into some... Kirk Cousins has worked the free agency to the guy's going to make $300 million.
Hey, Jazer 49. Where was Ayuk in the second half? That was the question I had in the first hour. Because he had 5 targets for 5 catches. He was all over the place. I did not see him much in the second half. I don't know what happened, but you are listening to 95.7 The Game, KGMZ FM and HD1 San Francisco. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Download the Odyssey app and favorite 95.7 The Game for the best and most up-to-date sports coverage. Do not forget, you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube and Twitch streams, sponsored by our very good friends at First NorCal Credit Union. Just log on and search 95.7 The Game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel while you are there. Let's get back out to the lines. J-Dub in Union City. J-Dub, what's happening, my man? J-Dub.
Woo! I tell you what, I did not think I'd hear this energy from the return of TV Vontae today.
Hey, you can't turn me up enough, Jordan. This is a banner day. A day after a loss. I was built for these shows to calm every down in the fan base and say, hey, it's okay. However, Cincinnati and Jacksonville's on deck.
Vontae, Seattle's 4-2. They're right there.
That's what I just said. In 2 weeks,
they're right there.
Well, I just said that. In 2 weeks, Jordan, this team could be in second place in the NFC West. It's a real thing.
No, it's a good point. It's going to be tough, and I do want to give context to one thing real quick. So Jordan Addison, I know he's a rookie, and maybe people saw him at USC. He's probably the reason why Kenny Pickett got drafted as high as he did, because he was a Biletnikoff winner when he was at Pitt before he got out to SC. Mm-hmm. So, just to give some context to that. But what surprises me about this Niners team right now is just, you talked about up front in the pass rush, how shocking it is to me that they are not earning the right to rush the passer. And again, that goes back to the run game. This is not a Minnesota team, especially I know they were down an offensive lineman that I expect to, look up and I see Madison, I think had like 5.1 a carry. That's not something I expect to see. And then, I think another part with that too, obviously Cincinnati, they're coming off a bye week. I know they got the OPI for it, talking about the Vikings when they run a trick play. You don't think the Bengals are going to try a trick play pretty early in this game coming up?
Yeah. Jordan, real quick, I'll let you finish. They did a double pass that worked brilliantly and got caught for one of the most bogus OPIs I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I think you've seen over the last couple of years. I think the Cardinals did one with A.J. Green last year or 2 years ago. The people have tried to do one, and, of course, when you have a bye week, you have time to create stuff and come up with it. That's usually when it shows up. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Cincinnati have one up their sleeve, too, especially since they saw that one work last night.
Oh, my gosh. They're licking their chops. Jordan, thanks for the call. They're licking their chops watching at Jordan Addison. That's a great point about him being at Pitt. Can he pick it?
I didn't know that.
No, that was good stuff. I forgot he came over from Pitt to USC and played at USC last year. The guy's a baller. And by the way, I went against Jordan Addison in the league. I lost by 0.5 because of Jordan Addison. He lit me up. In fantasy.
You lost to him by 0.5?
Yeah, I lost to him by guy Jude, SF Psychos.
We don't root for injuries, but in fantasy, if a guy's like...
Well, he was out the game. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Well, he was out the game, and then he came back and got a catch. I lost 124 to 123.25 because of Jordan Addison.
No way.
Yeah, he scored 32.3.
He had 32 last night?
He had 32 last night. 7 catches, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I had Osborne.
And a 40-yard touchdown, 40-yard touchdown, which is another bonus.
I'm down bad. Yeah. When you're playing Osborne, you're down bad.
Well, I was going for my 4th in a row, and now I'm down. That loss dropped me to 3-4 in my Frisco Ballers League. So, it's all good. Let's go to Mo. Actually, no, Z in Canada. Let's get Z in Canada. I know those Canadian rates. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Z, what's happening?
Good morning.
Good morning, Z.
Fontaine Hill Brothers, how are you doing?
We're good, baby. We're good.
I want to talk about Brock Purdy a little.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, he was the NFL MVP betting favorite. Like, the narrative around him was that. Now, my thing is, I still look at him like a baby because he's still a rookie. He's still, basically just played one season of NFL football. Now, 2 weeks ago, the conversation was Brock Purdy is NFL MVP betting favorite, and they're going to write the movie script for Mr. Irrelevant, and the Niners are going to roll to the Super Bowl. And that was the conversation 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later, Fontaine Hill on 95.7 The Game is saying, watch out for Sam Darnold after the bye week. You know what I mean?
That's how quick things change in the NFL.
So
I don't know if you're
aware of this. So what do you think about
that?
So what do you think about that, Z?
That's the NFL.
The problem with that conversation is it lacks perspective of the fact that this guy's an NFL rookie.
Okay.
So when the conversation goes like that, I'm hearing this. I still think of Brock Purdy like a baby. Because
but
hold on, Z. Let me handle this. He's coming at me. Z, let's have a conversation here. We watched Shanahan for 7 years. Is this team not built around the quarterback as a Super Bowl contender? You got premium players everywhere. How long do you think?
Without question, Brock Purdy is the best we've seen in Shanahan's system.
He is. But we haven't seen Brock Purdy. We haven't seen Sam Darnold play yet. And it's the reason why they brought Sam Darnold over. I'm not saying Sam Darnold's better than Brock Purdy, Z. You're not understanding me. I'm saying if you could throw a couple more clunkers like this, the drumbeat will happen. Don't you know who the 49er fans are? Don't you know who Shanahan is? He's not a patient guy. They don't have time to wait. We're not there yet. But Cincinnati, Jacksonville's on deck. It is imperative for for Brock Purdy to clean this up. You cannot throw 2 picks in the fourth quarter and still remain as a starting quarterback in San Francisco. It doesn't happen out here. It doesn't.
And Butcher brought up the ambulance ball to Kittle, which people are conveniently trying to forget. That's also a bad ball. Listen, after one season of playing NFL football, we've seen a trend on Brock Purdy, and that trend is he's going to sail a couple throws every game.
So is that good? Is that okay? Is that okay? Are you willing to live with that?
Absolutely not.
So what are you saying, T? You had a problem with what I said. All I'm saying is don't be surprised if the Sam Darnold rumors start.
You still have to have some perspective as a person who's watched NFL football for a long time.
That's where it's coming from. I've watched the 49ers for a very long time.
Last year, this guy was the third string. They started off with the rookie. Then they went to Jimmy after the injury. Jimmy got hurt. This guy comes in. Things happen quick. P.J. Walker might take Deshaun Watson's job, and they owe him $200 million.
I mean,
that's how the NFL works.
Nick Mullins had one game, and I said, boy, Nick Mullins lights up this game. We're going to have a controversy. And what happened 2 weeks later? There was a controversy.
Yes.
I know 49er football, folks. I've been in it my whole life.
Sean Hill took the job from Alex. Alex took it back from him. Troy Smith took it from him.
We thought Troy Smith was going to be the guy. Kaepernick took the job from Alex Smith after Alex Smith had the greatest Monday Night Football performance ever. All right.